San Francisco, a city globally celebrated for the majestic Golden Gate Bridge, the nostalgic clatter of its cable cars, and the vibrant tapestry of cultures woven through neighborhoods like Chinatown, the Mission District, and Haight-Ashbury. For adventurers and storytellers alike, it's a dynamic fusion of iconic landmarks and pulsating street life. Yet, just beyond those picture-perfect postcards and bustling tourist pathways, lies a stark and profound reality. San Francisco is battling a deeply ingrained and intricate homelessness crisis. Every night, thousands in San Francisco are forced to find sleep on cold sidewalks, within the confines of their vehicles, or under makeshift shelters. While homelessness casts a long shadow across the entire United States, it feels particularly poignant and out of place in a city revered for its immense wealth and pioneering innovation. Skyrocketing housing costs, a severe scarcity of truly affordable homes, and a labyrinth of social and economic barriers have rendered stable shelter almost an impossible dream for countless individuals. In this powerful episode, Homeless in America, San Francisco's Unseen Struggle, we plunge deep into the heart of San Francisco's crisis, understanding its current landscape, unearthing the fundamental causes behind its dramatic surge, and examining how city leaders are attempting to navigate this complex challenge. Most critically, we bring you unfiltered first-hand accounts from those who are living this harsh reality every single day. We'll also draw insightful comparisons with other major urban centers and explore what genuine, lasting solutions might truly look like in the relentless fight against homelessness. The visible scars. Homelessness in San Francisco today. According to the 2024 point-in-time count, a staggering 8,323 individuals in San Francisco are experiencing homelessness, with 2,900 living completely unsheltered, sleeping in tents, cars, or on sidewalks. With a population nearing 875,000, this gives San Francisco one of the nation's highest per capita homelessness rates. It's crucial to distinguish between sheltered individuals who have temporary access to emergency housing and unsheltered people who sleep in spaces never intended for habitation, like under freeway overpasses or in alleyways. In neighborhoods such as the Tenderloin and south of Market, the crisis is impossible to ignore. Rows of tents, sleeping bags on curbs, and makeshift shelters from cardboard paint a vivid, painful picture of deep-seated challenges. Not a choice, but a desperate last resort. The sheer visibility of homelessness here exposes profound gaps in housing systems and social safety nets. Residents, small business owners, and nonprofits navigate a delicate balance, addressing public health and safety concerns while striving to treat unhoused individuals with dignity. Community responses range from heartfelt outreach to growing frustration. Some advocate for stricter policies and encampment removal, while others argue that without affordable housing, such actions merely displace the problem. Many locals worry about sidewalk accessibility, neighborhood safety, and the city's image, especially with one-bedroom rents routinely exceeding $3,000. Yet, beneath these statistics are living, breathing people. Many were once stable until a sudden job loss, health crisis, or unexpected emergency sent their lives spiraling. Have you ever considered what it would be like to lose your home in one of America's most expensive cities? That's the brutal reality thousands face daily. The unseen threads. Root causes of homelessness in San Francisco. San Francisco is infamous for some of the nation's highest housing prices. A modest one-bedroom apartment can cost $3,000 to $3,500 a month, far beyond the reach of many low- and middle-income earners. This dire situation is compounded by a severe shortage of affordable or subsidized housing units with agonizingly long waiting lists and strict eligibility rules making stable shelter nearly impossible. At the core of this crisis is a simple, devastating imbalance. Not enough affordable housing units exist. While the city's inclusionary housing program requires a portion of new construction to be affordable, development has lagged behind soaring demand. This shortfall fuels fierce competition for limited options, relentlessly driving rental prices even higher and pushing more people to the brink. As one individual shared, the cheapest hotel room was $550 a month years ago. Now it's shot up to $1,500, $2,000. My retirement check, SSI, doesn't even come close. Even with constant donations, I haven't seen rooms being built to accommodate the thousands of homeless trying to get one. For many on the edge, a cruel mix of economic and personal challenges often triggers homelessness. Irregular gig work and unstable jobs create income volatility. A sudden health issue or family emergency can wipe out savings overnight, forcing agonizing choices between rent, medical care, or basic needs. Survivors of domestic abuse, lacking safe alternatives, may find themselves with nowhere to turn after fleeing danger. Health issues cast a persistent shadow. While not all homeless individuals struggle with addiction or mental illness, many grapple with serious health complications, from unmanaged chronic diseases to untreated mental health conditions. The lack of consistent medical care pushes people further from stability. These challenges don't just accompany homelessness, they actively fuel it. In San Francisco, the undeniable link between health and housing is clear, and any honest conversation about homelessness in America must confront how these two crises relentlessly feed each other, creating an incredibly difficult cycle to break. Building bridges, government response, and policy efforts. A cornerstone of San Francisco's approach to homelessness is the Housing First model. This framework believes that securing stable housing must come before addressing issues like substance use or mental health. Unlike older systems, Housing First offers immediate shelter, placing individuals in a better position to engage with vital support services. San Francisco's navigation centers stand apart from traditional shelters. Designed to reduce barriers, they allow people to stay with partners, pets, and belongings, factors that often deter individuals from seeking help. These centers also provide seamless on-site services like case management, legal aid, and job placement, making them a more flexible and humane option. While standard shelters exist, many experiencing homelessness find them overcrowded and lacking privacy. During the pandemic, Project Roomkey ingeniously converted vacant hotels into temporary housing for vulnerable homeless individuals, minimizing COVID-19 spread. Its successor, Project Homekey, expanded this by purchasing buildings for longer-term housing, cutting through bureaucratic red tape. However, its success hinges on sustained funding and robust oversight. San Francisco voters took a significant step with Proposition C, a ballot measure taxing businesses earning over $50 million annually. The projected hundreds of millions in revenue are directly earmarked for housing, mental health care, shelters, and supportive services. The main hurdle now is execution, ensuring these funds swiftly become tangible solutions on the ground, making a real difference in people's lives. As we continue to shed light on San Francisco's complex homelessness crisis, we truly appreciate your unwavering support. If this content resonates with you, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Invisible Crises. Your interaction helps us explore deeper layers of the homeless in America crisis, while offering a unique look into global urban life. Together, we can amplify the voices and stories too often unheard, bringing much-needed attention to realities hiding in plain sight. Voices from the margins. The perspective of people experiencing homelessness. Many mistakenly assume homelessness follows a single pattern. In San Francisco, the truth is far more intricate. Some were once stably employed until a layoff or medical emergency plunged them into crisis. Others bravely escaped domestic violence or unstable home environments. Many contend with ongoing mental health challenges or disabilities making long-term employment difficult. Some even work full-time, but still can't afford rent in this incredibly expensive city. Have you ever truly considered how someone with a job could end up living in a car or a shelter? It's a harsh reality for many, powerfully underscoring how thin the line can be between stability and homelessness in a place like San Francisco. Even well-intentioned support programs can have limitations that make them hard to use. Strict rules like curfews or bans on personal belongings can push people away. For instance, many shelters don't allow beloved emotional support pets. Safety concerns or fear of theft are also common reasons people avoid traditional shelters. This is why the Navigation Center approach is often more effective. It lowers barriers and cultivates a more welcoming, community-focused environment. Being homeless isn't just lacking a roof, it's the crushing daily exhaustion of no safe place to rest, no privacy, and no consistent address for mail or job applications. Routine tasks, showering, washing clothes, charging a phone, become relentless battles. Limited public transportation can make getting to work or a doctor nearly impossible. These challenges powerfully illustrate why real, holistic support systems are essential. Because people experiencing homelessness are more than statistics. They are human beings striving to navigate each day with dignity. The urban tapestry, how San Francisco stacks up against other major cities. New York City. New York City actually has the highest number of homeless individuals in the United States. However, the reality on the ground presents a strikingly different picture compared to what you'd encounter in San Francisco. Thanks to the city's unique and robust right to shelter law, the vast majority of New York's homeless population is housed in shelters each night. As a direct result, far fewer people are visibly sleeping on the streets, even though this system places an enormous financial strain on the city, which is legally obligated to provide a bed for anyone in need. In stark contrast, San Francisco's absence of a similar law directly contributes to its more prominent and often heartbreaking street population. Comparing these two titans of urban life reveals a powerful contrast in public policy, societal attitudes, and the profound way local real estate markets dramatically influence both the public perception and the sheer scope of homelessness. It's a compelling lens through which to gain a deeper, more nuanced understanding of the broader homeless in America crisis. Los Angeles. Los Angeles County is home to over 60,000 people experiencing homelessness, with many concentrated in high-profile, challenging areas like Skid Row. Much like San Francisco, LA grapples with a chronic severe lack of affordable housing and an alarmingly high proportion of unsheltered individuals. But the differences emerge in the sheer physical scale and the sprawling administrative structure. LA stretches across an immense, diverse landscape, making it inherently more challenging to coordinate consistent outreach efforts and deliver seamless, integrated support across its myriad communities. Seattle. Seattle faces a rapidly rising tide of homelessness, largely propelled by escalating housing costs and ever-widening inequality. Tent encampments have become an increasingly common sight, and the harsh, relentless weather, rain, biting cold, and pervasive dampness adds another layer of grueling challenge, eerily similar to how dense fog and sudden cold spells impact those enduring life on San Francisco's streets. Like San Francisco, Seattle's booming tech economy has brought immense prosperity to some, while simultaneously driving up prices and deepening the chasm between income levels for others. From coast to coast, New York, Los Angeles, Seattle, and San Francisco, all these vibrant cities share the heavy burden of sky-high housing costs and a severe, crippling shortage of affordable homes. Each city has adopted its own distinct approaches to confronting homelessness, but the results unequivocally demonstrate that localized efforts alone are simply not enough to stem this tide. This distressing nationwide pattern raises a pressing, fundamental question. How much influence do national housing policies and broader economic trends truly have on homelessness at the city level? The recurring housing crises across these urban centers make it chillingly clear. Real, systemic change demands bold action, not just at the local level, but decisively at the state and federal levels too. Charting the path forward, long-term solutions and conclusion. Tackling homelessness starts by dramatically boosting affordable housing. This means strengthening policies to dedicate more units to below-market rates, cutting red tape for construction, and significantly increasing public funding for vouchers and supportive housing. Transforming vacant spaces like hotels and offices into homes, as seen with Project HomeKey, is also key, though these efforts need to expand rapidly. However, housing alone isn't enough. The Housing First model thrives when integrated with comprehensive support like mental health care, job training, and addiction treatment. This holistic approach requires strong coordination between city agencies, nonprofits, and grassroots groups. Proposition C funding provides financial muscle, but managing it transparently is crucial to ensure it translates into real solutions, not bureaucratic delays. San Francisco's powerful tech industry and wealthy businesses play a significant role in this crisis and hold immense potential for solutions. While some contribute philanthropically, a broader, more sustained engagement is urgently needed. Though developers and corporations often resist regulation, their cooperation is vital to reversing housing insecurity and maintaining a stable workforce in this high-cost environment. For travelers, San Francisco offers more than just scenic beauty. It reveals the complex human dimensions of urban life. The homelessness crisis stands in stark contrast to the city's global image. Getting involved by volunteering, exploring community art spaces, or learning about local initiatives can transform your visit into something far more impactful than mere sightseeing. San Francisco's homelessness problem is deeply rooted in decades of economic shifts, housing shortages, and policy missteps. Yet, it's also a city courageously pushing forward with bold reforms, strategic funding, and a formidable network of community advocates. While there's no instant fix, solutions are actively in motion. Each step, be it a housing voucher or a counseling program, is a vital piece of a larger puzzle. What's needed is relentless, sustained effort across multiple fronts. Immediate shelter, long-term prevention, and consistent support for vulnerable populations. The Housing First strategy, the Proposition C rollout, and the scaling up of Project HomeKey are critical milestones. But maintaining this momentum demands more than just policy. It requires unwavering political will, consistent community pressure, and ongoing innovation. Tens of thousands of people remain on the brink. Hardworking adults, seniors, families, one paycheck away from living in their cars or on the sidewalk. As San Francisco looks ahead, the balance between short-term support, like navigation centers, and profound long-term systemic change becomes increasingly important. With its resources and reputation for progressivism, there's compelling reason to believe San Francisco can sustain this fight. If you ever find yourself walking the vibrant streets of this iconic city, Dare to look beyond the postcard moments. Step into the often overlooked neighborhoods. Support a local cause. Visit a shelter. Learn the names and hear the stories behind the tents. That kind of profound engagement, the kind that truly inspires and challenges, transforms a mere visit into a shared, powerful human experience.